So, a couple of days ago, Zednot Productions or Zednot Alpha posted a video on his forge that he made out of a chair, and I thought that was really cool, so I wanted to post a video about my design that I made out of a lawnmower. I used all the parts from the lawnmower except for the engine and a couple of other things that I can't quite remember at this moment, and a brake drum, obviously a blower, a pipe that came from sewer of some kind that I found in my neighbor's trash, and that was the ash catcher thing. Here's the blower. My grandpa gave it to me. Here's the brake drum. I found a piece of dishwasher, not a dishwasher, a washing machine, a clothes washer or whatever, a piece of the lid, and I cut this out with some tin snips, and I put it in here, and it's worked great. I've started it up a couple of times, and it runs really well. And the sewer pipe is connected, not by welding, but through these things, which were kind of acting as washers on the lawnmower. I didn't have to drill a hole. All I had to do was take my angle grinder and kind of put slits in that so that the pieces of metal could fit into there. And also just a coffee can for that part to make sure that all of the air possible goes in there. And the cool thing about this design with the sewer pipe is that if I need to fold it or take this thing off, all I need to do is that. So I didn't bother cleaning out the inside of the pipe. It's still rusty. There were some webs in there, but I figured the hot ashes would probably get those out of there. So these things, they kind of twist and do that. It's really cold out, so it hurts my hands. I need to take a little wrench and tighten those, but that's that mechanism there. And I didn't do any welding. I just kind of took the lawnmower apart, put it back together the way I thought it should look. And here's the inside of it. Just a brake drum that my dad had, and he was gonna give him to the dump or the scrapyard. He said he wouldn't get much money, so I asked him if I could have him, and he gave it to me. I've got two of those. It just sits in there. I actually didn't use any hardware other than these things. These four things here. I think two of those, yeah, these two were actually from the lawnmower. But I didn't use any hardware that I didn't take from the lawnmower. And the legs are attached, these ones by the wheel well, and one of these poles is longer than the other. So I used this part here, which had the handle connected to it, which was actually that part. And I just kind of flattened this out with my hammer on a piece of railroad track as my anvil, and that works very well. Anyways, that's my forge. I'm not a very good video maker, and obviously this is one of my first, but I think it's a great design. I apologize if it's really long and kind of hard to watch, but that's my forge. It's not very sturdy. Oh, one thing I forgot to add, these things kind of fold. This side doesn't fold much, not well, but this one does. Plug this. but this kind of folds up a little bit. Nope, wrong way. This leg can fold over like this, and if I just loosen this bolt a little bit, I can get this to fold down. I can probably do it right now. I'm making a mess. Gonna have to sweep that up. But it folds up like that. And put this in here. Put this on top of there. My ash controller just kind of snaps on like that. I had a street sign that I found in a ditch somewhere. It was a really small one, and it was just kind of lying there underneath some crap. So I picked it up, and that works really well. For the ash blocker, I just kind of put it on there, flattened it, and hammered it around there with a ball peen hammer. But it folds up, and it kind of reminded me of Z.Not Alpha's design. I thought his was cooler, but yeah, it works really well. Which I've said 100 times. It folds up, and you can put that underneath your workbench if you have any space underneath there, or just kind of throw it aside, whatever. That's my forge. Put that idea out there because I didn't go to the store for any of these things. In fact, my first blower was from an old air mattress that kind of like broke. It popped, and it had a built-in air thing. My garage is a mess, but I'll show you that real quick. It's all my scrap metal. That's my workbench. Where is it? Be right back. Alright, I found it. It's just a mattress air blower thing, and I did the same PVC method. Luckily it worked exactly the same, because this is about the same diameter as the PVC pipe. And my first forge design was actually just one of those Christmas like popcorn things with a brake drum on top and a hole drilled in the side for the air to go into, and I had a smaller pipe for that I duct taped to the PVC pipe for the converter thing, or whatever you want to call it. And I just had that sitting on top of there with the brake drum sitting on top of there, and I put some charcoal in there, and it worked really well. Yeah. And that's gonna be the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you spending your time watching this. I hope you got a good idea, and if you make one, just message me a picture of it. I'd love to see it. It's really cool. Have a wonderful day. Just keep enjoying your life, or whatever. Bye.